Good evening to you, everybody. Welcome back to another Region Weather Live update. Please, once again, as always, go ahead and click the subscribe button down low. I'm going to tell you that right away. And also hit the little bell button there, just because you're going to want to know when I am online, because the best way to do this is if you actually are in this chat, in this little live stream with me, because I want you to ask questions while we're doing this. So please go ahead, subscribe, like it, share it, do all that fun stuff. Just because I want you in here with me as I do these updates. That's really what these is about. I really want people to start asking questions here. So the other thing, like I said, please like and subscribe. Really want this channel to grow. Got some big ideas ahead for this. Hopefully sometime down the line, I will share those with you. But as of right now, they remain a little bit of, they remain in my head for now. So hopefully we can do something about that. Anyway, so let's take a look at it quick here. We could take a look and we're seeing we've got a blizzard warning throughout the Red River Valley, and it is in effect as of now until 9 a.m. And I'll show you why after a bit. The rest of the area, winter weather advisory from Devil's Lake down through Jamestown. And then once you get past the little blizzard warning area, much of the northern half, really, of Minnesota is in this weather advisory, and that is also until 9 a.m. You can see here, here is that frontal boundary, right, kind of stretching right through northern parts of North Dakota right now. Low pressure kind of centered about there. And with this, we'll notice the wind change, the wind shift. Also note behind this is also the change over to snow. We're going to zoom on in a little bit here and take a closer look and let this radar loop kind of go. And actually, why don't we do this? Let's stop it on the back end here and just take a good look at what's going on. Here's that frontal boundary. I should probably make that blue because it's cold. Let's make it blue. How about that? Blue with a little pink. What the heck? But anyway, we're going to have fun with colors tonight. Pretty little colors. Anyway, snow on the back end of this as cold air starts to filter back into the region. And that's really going to be creating a problem here through the roadways across the Red River Valley, because we do have this rain that is falling. Basically, it's been falling for a while now from Grand Forks to Fargo, and where these temperatures are expected to fall overnight. Really, the problem, I would expect more to be just the slippery conditions that are going to develop. These temperatures are going to drop so fast, winds are going to be pulling out of the north, and any type of wet roadways overnight are going to become slippery. Now, blizzard warning does mean typically, or it does mean, gusts of 40 miles per hour, quarter-mile visibility or less for more than 4 hours. I don't know that we're going to really be having a problem with the visibilities with this. I think we had a lot of warm air today, a lot of wind-driven warm air, so that really brought that snowpack down and really kind of settled that in. Also, now we've got rain on top of it, again, compacting more of the snow that's on the ground and really, sealing that. There is some snow, like I've pointed out here, on the back edge of this, but we're really not expecting much with that. So what does fall, I don't think it's going to be enough to really reduce visibilities. I think the main problem overnight is just that we've had some rain throughout the day, and we're going to freeze these temperatures off fairly quickly. So let's take a look right now at the road conditions. As you can see, still looking at wet conditions across the eastern parts of the state, all this area in blue right now. This is all, just wet. They're just from the rain and the warmer temperatures that occurred today. Further off to the west, everything's pretty much green, a few blues here and there, but otherwise the rest of the state really is in pretty good shape. So there's the problem in the east, is all this blue that's going to be, that we're seeing, where it's showing red, that's going to be cooling off as the night goes along. Let's take a look at the current temperatures right now. We're seeing 31 in Grand Forks. north winds starting to pick up a little bit to 20 miles per hour or so. So temperatures are starting to cool off. Actually, starting to see snow in the observation. So visibility is starting to come down a little bit now. Once this rain has now turned over to snow. Stronger winds still out to the west. Minot still reporting gusts of 39 knots, so that's about 44 to 45 miles per hour. And as we take a look a little bit even further west from that, Tioga, gusts of 39, so again about the same 44 to 45 knot gust winds. So these winds are starting to pick up out through here. And again, not really going to be causing much of a problem other than just bringing in the cold air. As we look a little bit further north, 17, 19, 12, 5, these are all in Fahrenheit, so we're really looking at the temperatures to fall. As you can see, we shift from kind of a westerly wind here, northwest to westerly wind, and then the front passes and we turn out of the north and we start to gust to about 35 miles per hour. Some of these areas are starting to show. So the change is coming. It is on the way. Let's take a look over at the models. So just taking a look at what we're expecting for precip wise over the next few hours. That snow continues to move south, kind of settles into the southern parts of North Dakota, right in through. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Sorry. Here is the cold front as of 3 a.m. Friday morning. That's about where it's expected to be. Notice just some real light snow on the back end of it, and also some lingering stuff in northern Minnesota again, just because, why not? Haven't had enough up there, really. Otherwise, the other thing to note right behind this, and I'm also going to show you another window here in a bit, but notice we talk about the compacting of isobars when these fronts move through. They do kink a little bit, so I would expect winds to kind of gust up in these areas as it does move from north to south. So expect once your temperatures or once your winds start to switch from more northerly and your temperatures start to drop, you're going to see probably some of your stronger winds right off the bat. It's going to kind of slap you in the face tonight. So again, this is about 3 a.m. in the morning. As we move through this, you can see that snow moves off. Cold air continues to move in. High pressure settles in. We're moving into Saturday morning now. And here comes that next little low pressure system here. Remember last night I had talked about that. Some models are kind of disagreeing as to whether this is going to bring any snow. Still, the long range models are showing that not expecting much for snow. This shorter range model still showing snow, but not a whole lot. And again, I'll show you how much in a bit here, but you can see it does bring some snow into the central and eastern parts of North Dakota. Possibly some gustier winds out in the southwest with this as this passes through. Could be gusting, fairly strong. So this is, again, Saturday. Now we're looking at Saturday evening at about 6 o'clock. So somewhere between that 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. time frame on Saturday evening, expect some gusty winds once again down the southwestern parts of the state. That system moves quickly through. The winds do die off fairly quickly before midnight, Friday or Saturday night rather, out in the southwest. Another high pressure moves in, and then another little system, another clipper system, tries to move through on Sunday. Bring some more snow across the north, maybe some gustier winds. Quickly moves off by 9 p.m. on Sunday night, and we're back into just some cooler air. Not really a whole lot for winds at that point, but that does move off. Take a look at total snowfall expected, and here's what I mean. We had a couple of these systems that are expected to move through. We've got the one tonight, we've got the one on Saturday, we've got the one on Sunday, and right now, short range model anyways, this is about all they're predicting. I mean, maybe a half inch to an inch in through these areas, and then once you get a little bit further to the northeastern parts of North Dakota into northwestern Minnesota, you might be looking at more, 1 to 3 inches in through here. just with these, quick hitting systems. I would say, you might pick up a quite dusting of an inch on Saturday. I think Sunday is going to be more your one that's really going to be causing the problems. So quickly moving along here. We'll clear that out. And here's the winds. And here comes that cold air tonight. South winds really starting to gust up, and cold air just really dropping in overnight. Doesn't really warm up much in the east, as you can see, just kind of lingers in here. We're talking about -4 for a temperature right around 3 p.m., 20 above further down in the southwest. But looks like those winds kind of will taper off by noon. Most of it should. The real strong 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts or stronger will be mostly in the morning hours. But then as we get into the day, that'll kind of taper off as that high pressure system moves in. On Sunday, here comes that next little system. Here comes that low. There's the strong winds in the late afternoon hours. Cold temperatures kind of hang on to the west, or rather to the east, where we have 10 degrees, roughly for a high. And then down in the southwest, maybe closer to 40. Moving that right along. Lows on Sunday morning, we're talking -10. Fairly light winds to about 15 degrees down to the southwestern part of the state. And then we try to warm that back up on Sunday as the next system moves through. Some gustier winds, 15 to 25 miles per hour, the way it looks. They do tend to sort of try to warm up a little more throughout the evening hours, Sunday evening. So while it will be warmer down in the southwest through the daytime, where we're talking 45 to maybe even 50 degrees, the temperatures actually continue to rise Sunday evening into the early morning hours of Monday morning. And then you can see here comes this next shot of cold air moving on south. Just take a quick look at the wind chills as we flip through here. Friday morning, -20 to 30. And it continues to kind of stay cold throughout the day on Friday. As we get into Saturday morning, again, still we're looking at teens to 20 belows in the east. Not too horribly bad down in the southwest. Once again, starts to warm up again on Saturday, as expected. A little bit of a cool down Sunday morning. And it doesn't really move much until later in the afternoon for the east, while the southwest remains fairly mild. And that's pretty much how it stays. I mean, the east just remains cold. We're not really going to be, we're going to be dealing with -5 to 15 wind chills the way it's predicting right now. Extended look. There's that system that moves through on Sunday. High pressure settles in, tries to warm up a little bit. Into Tuesday, another little, maybe a light dusting again on Tuesday. High pressure moves in, gets a little colder again for Wednesday. And then as we get into Thursday, more so into Friday, we'll see if this pans out, but another system kind of rides to the north. And here's that larger system that I was talking about last night that really is going to keep, most of the precip way far down the south. This is going to be robbing a lot of moisture, so we're really not going to be expecting a whole lot of moisture later in the week if this continues to develop the way it's expected to. So it just looks like as we go into the week, it's more going to be just bouncing temperatures back and forth as the high moves in, low pressure moves through, tries to warm things back up. Would expect temperatures to remain mild down in the southwest, and if you take a look at this, actually by next week Sunday, really looking at probably some pretty nice temperatures in the southwest. Highs maybe in the 60s. We'll see if that pans out once again, but really not too bad down there. But once you get into the central and for sure eastern parts of North Dakota and into northern Minnesota, not the frigid temperatures, but we're not looking at above normal either. I think we're going to be looking at more normal to slightly below normal type of temps with some wind chills that's going to be affecting us as well. So there you have it. Please be careful in the morning if you got to check out really the problem. I mean, if you're going to be wondering if you're going to be, you can go anywhere, check the road conditions, go and check the North Dakota travel.dot.nd.gov is where you go to, and check the road conditions before you go anywhere and just see, what it's looking like. Like I said, I would expect The areas off in the east, that's going to be the main problems, whereas the rest of the state should be relatively fine. Just going to be dealing with some gustier winds, so that's why they put out the special weather advisory. They're just mostly stronger winds, but nothing in the form of reduced visibilities or not too much in the way of ice across the roads, just because all of it's probably packed down now. So that's a good thing. So there you have it. There's your Thursday evening forecast. Hopefully we'll take a look in the morning real quick just to see how things are progressing, and hope to see you soon. Once again, please like, please subscribe, please do all that fun stuff. Go to my Facebook page, go to my Twitter page, follow me there, ask questions. Yeah, let's get this thing rolling. I'm excited. Bye-bye.